Ed, tell us about you besides being married to this hottie to your
Yeah,
right. Like she's so
yeah,
cute and gorgeous,
I
right?
know.
Full of
I
energy.
lucked out.
Yeah.
I'm actually a doctor. I was an anesthesiologist for 23 years and left anesthesia about 3 years ago to do health optimization medicine. So I am an outside the box and very open physician.
Mm.
But I was extremely skeptical about the patches. I absolutely believe that there's a lot to photobiomodulation and so forth, but I looked at these little patches and just kind of shook my head and said, this is goofy. Until Thora had this reaction, and then she said, you've got to put these on because I had been limping around with an Achilles tendonitis for about 8 months. And luckily,
Complaining every day.
yeah, I was man whining about it. Um,
Man
so,
whining. It's a
uh,
new term, man
so
whining. I like it.
yeah, but luckily for me, the first night I had about 80% decrease in my pain.
Wow.
So despite my skepticism and being an overeducated New Englander who says anything that's network marketing, multi-level marketing's got to be a scam, I also know enough to eat my pride when evidence hits me in the face.
Right.
So basically over the past 4 or 5 months, I've slowly started incorporating the patches into my practice, initially with patients who had problems that I had not been able to solve, and they were basically seeing me because nobody else had been able to solve them.
Mhm.
And I've gotten more and more comfortable with it. And we have at least a two or three or four or five people that I work with, either in my practice or who are nurses that I've worked with in the past, who are on the call here tonight, because I have basically become an apostle of David Schmidt. It's really changed
Need
my
to turn off the
practice.
Xbox.
I've changed my practice
Wow.
to
We love it.
really, I'm looking to incorporate these as the first tool that I introduce people to because I just feel like it is going to solve so many problems that otherwise everybody's beating their head against the wall to try to fix. And so I'm very excited to hear other people's testimonies because I can tell folks that I really think this is going to help them, but having some type of evidence or testimony, some type of hope to point people toward is really important. So I thank all of you guys for sharing your stories.
And I always say, if you want to know that this patch works, go to convention and just go to the bathroom and stand in line and ask everybody in the bathroom that you're standing in line with what the patch has done for them and take out your camera because you're about to be amazed. I said some of the best testimonies I got when I was standing in line to go pee. And I'm like, this is crazy. These people are telling me this patch has completely transformed their life, their health, their finances. And so make sure if you're going to convention, you guys, you get your camera. And I always tell people, hey, would it be okay if I recorded what you're telling me? Because I got a feeling it's going to help and change some lives. And people generally in this community, it's so awesome. Like you said, Ed, they're just so open and apt to want to share. It's like people want to tell others what's happening because they feel so good, right?